spooky.
What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Yeah, we're just vibing.
Hello. I was having a little. I don't know if you saw me in the background, but I was doing my little thing with the music.
Oh, I was too. I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. I don't know what it is, but that soundtrack for that intro just fits so perfectly with that video. I just love it.
It's a good tune. It's a good tune.
And the spooky. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, what's up, brother?
I'm good. How are you? It's been a while since I've done a GGH live, hasn't it? So, when was the last time? Just before I went on holiday? No, it wasn't even before that. It was way before my holiday.
June's, I think. June part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello. I'm back.
So, yeah. Well, welcome back. How was holiday before we get into it too deep? How was holiday?
It was really, really good. You know, it was lovely to get away, but it's just coming back, and you know, we're just in the process of getting, you know, school terms Mondays, going back to school, so getting all the kids stuff sorted, and need another holiday. That's what I need.
Well, and by the way, folks, we know we're late, but that's because we were backstage. Because we do have someone else from the admin team backstage hanging out with us today for this GGH live. But we were talking about it, and it's like we need to find a job that offers a 6-month paid vacation twice a year, and sign us up.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
You know what?
Someone wants to do that.
Where's Mister at? We need to get Mister involved. Brian, we need that.
Yeah, we need you to start sorting our vacation out. We need a holiday. But no, it's good. It's good to be back, and like I think like catching up with everyone, seeing how everyone's doing. You know, because 14 days I was away. A lot changed. A lot of stuff was going on. So yeah, a lot to catch up on. But no, it's all been good, and it's good to catch up with everyone. You know, I think the first I think I did the first Shadow podcast back with Big Rob from the Patrol, and then I was on your show with Mackenzie, which was good fun. Watching you annoy Mackenzie, and she wanted to give you a little telling off, but it was good. It's good to be back and catching up with everyone.
Yeah, and just for the record, if you did catch that, that's us normal. That we weren't acting. That's exactly how we are. But anyway, folks, we're here today for another GGH Live, the August edition. Brother, we've got it's basically less than a month away, or it's a month away, just over a month away.
It's over a month away, yeah.
So it seems like we just finished the May. October 19th is the kickoff.
How quick has that all gone? You know, the in between. But no, it's exciting. You know, we've got some new teams coming on, you know, which is great. And then we've got some, you know, teams from May that are coming back on. So yeah, it'll be good to see what happens this time, right? And I think Mr. Lavity might be doing an investigation as well this time.
He is, and we're gonna actually be talking about that. But speaking of new people, and new teams and everything else, we have somebody backstage, guys. We'll bring her out. She is actually one of the newer of the admin staff, and I say newer because she was one of the last to join. I know Big Rob from the Patrol. I think he was the absolute last, but she came on a little bit before him. And I'll tell you what, I met this young lady, and yes, I'm saying young lady. She's disagreeing with me. You're lying. I saw 2. She's going to be turning 21 this year. But by the way, folks, I see her backstage, so she's back there, you know, miming. But no, I met her, and there's 2 things about her. Number one, I love, and I'm sure Nando, you'll agree with me, she speaks her mind. She's got zero filter, just like me, and I love it.
Definitely, definitely.
But the other thing too that I really feel is a big asset, and I think Mister agrees with me, and I think you do too. Is she's got a lot of experience in events. She's done a lot with the paranormal. She does a lot of really amazing things, and her experience is definitely an asset to what we need on the admin staff. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce one of the newest members of the GGH admin staff, none other from Eclipse Paranormal, Miss Jen Jacobs.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Welcome to GGH Live, whatever this ends up being. Welcome.
Thanks. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been a while since we've spoken. And this is your first time on GGH Live, so
yeah.
Welcome. Glad to have you.
I appreciate the I'm only 21 plus many years.
It's just math. They're just numbers. That's all right. I don't even know how old. I have to figure out Mackenzie's age to figure out mine. That's how bad it is. We're doing that backstage.
All I have to do is ask Xander and he'll tell you. But I told him to start lying about it, so he still won't.
So we were, like I said, guys, we were backstage just having a good old time chatting, getting some things figured out, talking about the show, doing some different things with video. So yeah, we were late, but it's all in fun. We're here. It's okay. So before we begin, guys, let's welcome in our audience, because as you know, we always like to do that, because the audience, you guys are a huge support. You're a huge part of the GGH Live and the Global Ghost Hunt family, of course. So let's start off with none other than they are always first, the lovely ladies from Rootless Destination. What is up? How are you today? We have Liz here tonight. Hey, Liz. AZ Pie is representing tonight. Wendy, hello, hello. Liz is saying hello to you, Nando. And
hey,
of course, we have Raymond. Raymond Newsom from Newsom Paranormal. What is up, Raymond? How you doing, brother? Tracy's here hanging out with us today. Hello, Tracy. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Liz is saying hello to you, Jen. And
hello.
Finally, we have a Facebook user with a name. The wonderful Courtney. Hello, Courtney. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, and yes, we know. We were late. We know. Ruless, you guys know.
Matt's fault. It was Matt's fault. When he starts talking, he doesn't stop. So, we sort of lose track of time. So let's all blame Matt.
Yeah, well, why not? Screw it.
Might as well.
Yeah.
So, guys, a lot's happened. A lot has happened since our July. Hi, how are you guys doing? Was it August? Oh, I think I misdid this one.
You on about May?
September.
Oh, was it August?
September. We did August. This is supposed to be September's edition. I don't know. Where am I? Who are you people? But anyway, since the last GGH Live, we've had a lot going on. We've got some big things, big plans, some things in the works. We have some new teams. So let's first start off with some pretty big news. Brian gave me the okay to discuss this.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to say. So we are really happy and really proud to announce that we actually have a partner, or a silent partner, as I believe he wants to be, if I'm not mistaken, Nando. He wants to be more of a silent partner. He's just going to help us out, consult here and there with a couple of things, build on some things. And this individual, his name is Toby. And I guess he has a lot of influence in a lot of networks and a lot of people. He's going to be bringing on some sponsors for the Global Ghost Hunt, for Parapost, for a lot of different things. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I think, the thing to take away when you're getting someone like a partner or someone investing in like what Brian's vision is, they must see the value in, what Brian's doing and what we're trying to help Brian achieve. So it's really exciting to, to be able to say that, Brian's got a silent partner coming on that's going to help the global ghost hunt, hit the next goal or the next chapter of this journey that everyone's on. So I think that's great, and it's like I said, this guy has a lot of connections in in different areas of platforms, people, so I think it's going to help the global ghost hunt to reach bigger goals, so, and to happen as quickly as, let's be fair, we only completed our first event in May. We're heading into the second event, and between that short space of time, there's been a lot going on in the background. So it's all exciting, which is going to help teams, locations, and that's what Brian's main thing is, making sure these locations don't disappear. And I think the way it's going, it's going to help those locations massively.
Absolutely. And honestly, I don't know if Toby watches these lives, but I'm excited. I'm excited to meet this guy. I'm excited to chat with him, to get some more input, because just like Victor Santiago from the Don Vic Show, not really involved in the paranormal, but he likes what we're doing. He likes what we're doing. He supports what we're doing. And he's willing to use any resource he has to get not just Brian's goal, but all of ours, all of our goals in place. And it's going to be really good for these teams and these locations. We saw on the May event a lot of locations that we'd never heard of. And, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful locations. And to have resources like this coming in, to me, is a huge asset. Jen, I want to ask you, since you deal with events and stuff like that, how important of a move is this, so people understand, like, who don't know about events?
Oh, I would love to have some sponsors myself. That's how important they are. I mean, I would love to have some. So yeah, it's amazing. And you were talking about the exposure these locations got back in May. I actually reached out to Collingwood, a month or so ago it's been a couple months ago, and they never got back with me. And the email I received is that he said, I guess you started something after you guys were here, because they've had a flood of people asking to do overnights there. So it's really like, just by us, the exposure we had there on our live, people were really interested in coming there. And We're actually going to do 2 nights the next time we go, because we didn't even get to go to the nuns' quarters. You saw everything that happened.
Yeah. Well, we said his name 3 times and he magically appeared. Ladies and gentlemen, the mastermind behind all of this, Mr. Brian John Laverty. What is up, brother?
Hello.
How's it going? I'm trying to figure stuff out here, because I was having a lot of problems with my laptop, so I took it in to get fixed. And you know this, Matt. So I had, unfortunately, everything was lost. That I had on my, thank God I had everything in external hard drives, like videos and all that stuff. But I had to add everything, like all the social medias, passwords, everything like that. Wow. So what they did was he had to reinstall Windows on the computer. There was an error. There was a software error, because in my C drive, it was completely full, but there was nothing on my laptop for it to make full. So everything, but my laptop's working fine now, and I still look really super close, and I don't know why that is. It's like
what is going on? Feel better. Hold on. To make Brian feel better.
I was gonna say something, but then I thought, no, I'll get kicked off the live if I say what I'm gonna say. But anyway,
probably not.
He should be used to that. He's on TV and everything. His close-ups.
Yeah, well,
right.
Not this close. Not this close. Actually, no, that's wrong. There was one I did where they see. Now, what's really weird when you're on camera and you're looking directly into the camera, like a TV camera lens, for some odd reason you go cross-eyed. So you really have to be aware of that. It's like I'm looking directly at the camera, and all of a sudden you go cross-eyed. And I don't know if it's just me or it happens to other actors, but it's really, really super weird. So, anyways,
I think it's
other
just
than
you.
that- yeah, it might be just me.
There's a comment I see that
That's a
Nando's
Brian
trying
thing.
to
It might be just me, but
It's a
no,
Brian
that's
thing.
okay. Now, I caught some of what you were just saying about Toby coming on as a partner, and he's got, and I know you said he's got some connections. This man has a lot. You're understanding his connections.
You said
He
so
has
I'm
a
teasing.
lot of connections in the entertainment industry.
You said tease. So
yeah,
I'm
well,
teasing.
no, tease about where the direction of the global ghost hunt is going, because we can't say everything. Now, I will say Rootless knows, because I've had a conversation with Rootless, but the direction of the global ghost hunt is going to be, people are going to be really, really surprised, and hopefully by this time next May's event, hopefully it will happen. Now, from what I understand, there is a meeting set up for it with this big company, so things are moving along, and once people find out, I think people are going to want to be involved. Unfortunately, there are going to be stipulations with it as well, and I know I'm going around about, and people are going, what the hell is he talking about? So yeah, but it's going to be good. But the connections that Toby has is massive in the entertainment industry, like massive. And I don't want to understate it, but it's big. And he's, he saw the May event and was really, really impressed. And he just happened to be friends with my son. So it was weird how it all connected. He watched some of the event, was really impressed by it. And my son happened to be talking to him about it. And he goes, I watched that. Do you know the person who owns it? He goes, yes, it's my dad. And he goes, really? Can you set up a meeting? So that's how it all really began. And he was originally coming in as a sponsor, but he wanted more. And I gave him more. So so the actual contract is going to be signed on September 9th.
No, you were right.
For him as a I don't want to say a partner, more like a shareholder. So a partner would probably be a partner of 50-50. He's a shareholder, but he's got big plans for the Global Ghost Hunt, and it's going to be really exciting for the teams that continually join, because the teams that continually join are going to be the teams that are going to be on the top of the list for what's happening down the road. So, and obviously the admin team will have first crack as well. So it's good to be on the admin team as well.
Well, that might be dangerous
for
some of us.
It's all exciting for everyone.
Yeah, and what I like to is once he signs contract, he's bringing on sponsors right away, which is a great thing. And we should have 2 or 3 sponsors by the time the event rolls around. So and then hopefully we will have more sponsors next year. But there's some other exciting news too. I don't know if you want to talk about that as well, Matt. What's coming up for the Paracon next year, or for the Tombstone?
we were going to
get into this is cool.
I
think this is cool.
If people haven't seen it, it's everywhere right now on Facebook. So I don't know how you. Yeah. So
and I think with this particular, what's come out, it's going to be massive for the UK investigators, because these two are very well known in the UK. So yeah, I think it's a great idea, and I'm glad it's something that you've been able to agree to do with them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
a little bit of jealousy, I will say.
You want to say what that is, Matt, or who's gonna be?
You know what?
No, this is your show, guys. I'm only here
Nando was right.
as a guest.
I was going to say Nando was right. They do have a hell of a reputation in the UK. So Nando, I'll turn this one over.
I thought you were going to give it back to Brian. I was waiting for you.
No, that's Brian. What I thought he was going to do.
No. So as you would have seen, Global Ghost Hunt have joined forces in a way with Tombstone Paracon, and recently 2 guys from the UK have just gone out and done an investigation. They're called GTI Investigate.
2 days ago.
Was it 2 days ago? Okay.
Yeah, they went
So
again 2 days ago. Yeah.
They're called Ghost Trip Investigations. So they've been going, they've done loads of locations here in the UK, like Shepton Mallet Prison. They've been over to America, done the Conjuring House. They recently did what's the name of the hotel that they just did at Tombstone?
Oh, it's the Goldfield Hotel or something.
I think they just did an investigation at Tombstone. But one location that they really keen to do was mispronounced Shetland Hall.
Shefflin Hall.
Oh, I said it right. Shefflin Hall.
Well, you were close.
Hotel Tombstone.
Is that what it is? But yeah, so Shefflin Hall. So Brian will be out there next October, not this October, the following October.
Next
is
May.
That right?
Next May.
Oh, next May.
Yeah.
So he's going to be investigating with Dan Sprague and Adam, I think his surname's Oakley from Ghost Trip Investigations.
So, yeah.
And I think they're cool guys. I think they're cool. They're funny, and I think that I enjoy their investigations, and I think seeing, the way I said it. Oh no, I won't say the way I said it to Brian the other night, because he was like, "What the?" his little saying, but I think it'll be a good investigation to watch. It'll be great.
Yeah. So the Ghost Trip investigation. Bruce called me the other day and said from the Paracon, from Tombstone Paracon. He called me. He said, "Listen, I've come up with an idea, and I want your thoughts." And he came up with this idea because they want to do Shefflin Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce and everybody at Tombstone says it's not going to be investigated until I get there, which was really nice of them to say. But he thought this was a great idea. They want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of the Global Ghost Hunt. So we're all going to be investigating together for the 2 hours. What I did find out, and everybody keep this in the back of your head. What the guys might be planning on doing is doing a giveaway, a contest. I believe it's going to be 2 VIP tickets, all expenses paid to Tombstone for the investigation as well.
Ooh.
So keep an eye out on that contest, because I think it'd be pretty cool for people that are really interested in going to Tombstone. I don't know the particulars of it, but that is they are thinking about doing something like that. So pay attention to these guys, and if they do a contest, whatever that contest is, however they're going to play it, they're going to be paying for everybody's it's going to be expenses paid.
Well,
which is great.
I do know if they want to test that out. There's at least 2 that are willing to be tested.
So we've got to try and find a way just to win it.
Yeah, I get that.
I know some people.
Yeah, but I'm still in the works, or still trying to find out if I can bring a couple of people with me from the admin team, because so I need to bring a couple of more people. We need somebody to hold the camera. So yeah,
it's shaky, but I'll do it.
Yeah. So, but there's going to be a few other things, maybe too. I think what we're going to do is Global Ghost Hunt. I think we will give the winners full merch of the Global Ghost Hunt merchandise, and obviously we're going to give the guys some Global Ghost Hunt merchandise as well. So we're wearing it on the night of the investigation, which will be on the 27th of April. So I wasn't wanting to change the dates of the Global Ghost Hunt, but because the Paracon is on the 26th, 27th, and 28th, we are going to have to change the dates. So the dates start on the 25th of April and goes to May 5th for 10 days. So yeah. So I
was excited about that because May 3rd is actually National Paranormal Day.
Okay. There you go. That's
already got it scheduled.
Perfect. So so it should be a lot of fun. Now the great thing is obviously this is going to help everyone involved. It's going to help Global Ghost Hunt, it's going to help GTI, and it's going to help Tombstone. Right now, I believe from what I understand, Bruce, on their website, they get about 1 million hits a month on their website. And so it's going to help GTI and it's going to help Global Ghost Hunt with everyone involved. And it's going to be a great epic night. And like Nando said the other night, it's probably going to be one of the biggest ones to watch during that 10 days. And these guys have a lot of followers. They have a lot of followers, and the new partner coming on is going to be happy to hear that this is happening. So, and then, with them coming on, it's going to maybe help with more sponsors. So it's going to be big. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of what's happening, especially with Toby coming on. He's going to be doing a lot of amazing things for Global Ghost Hunt, and with him being in the entertainment field. Now, when we say entertainment field, I won't get into specifics what he does. Min Team, no. But he knows a lot of companies that not necessarily people stand in front of the camera, the people behind the camera. So he knows a lot of production companies. So this is going to be really, 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 really great for Global Ghost Hunt. And again, it's one of those things where I was expecting something along this lines in 2 years.
Yeah.
Not after the first event. So we're definitely on the right path for bigger and better things. I had, I've been posting everywhere when it comes to the Global Ghost Hunt. I just had somebody message me from LinkedIn wanting to find out more information about the Global Ghost Hunt. They're from Vegas, and they're considering jumping on board as well.
Well, is it Zach?
Pardon me? It's his cousin. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's not his cousin.
Show's going to end pretty quickly here, guys. We'll have to have a private discussion.
It's not his cousin, no. So
no, you know what? No, we can go ahead. We can go ahead. I'll investigate.
I like Wild. Yeah, I like what Wild Bill said, but the problem is we have a lot of people on the admin staff who have potty mouths, so it probably wouldn't be really good to have a priest on board.
Hey,
is that a sacrilegious thing to say or what?
Too late. You already have one.
You got a minister part of the
episode. Yeah, but that's over the computer. I'm talking about. I
wear it proudly. Priest. Thank you. No, this is actually.
I can get mine in 5 minutes over the computer too. That doesn't mean I'm a priest.
Actually, I did study for this one, but anyway.
Okay. But no, you studied over line.
I still studied. I opened the book.
How long does it take to? How long does it take to become a reverend? How long do you have to go to school for that?
For an actual seminary, I believe it's 4 to 6 years.
Oh wow!
It's an actual college
Behave,
course.
Behave, guys. Yeah.
There's actually a seminary about an hour from me. And there's an old convent that's about 30 minutes from me.
But before we continue, I have to do this because
of course
Scott just said.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's got Bluetooth on. I hope he learned his lesson. But if he didn't, anybody who's on Scott Morton's bus, Mr. Fedora's bus, give him a couple verses of Wheels on the Bus. He absolutely loves it. He will sit there and sing it for hours.
That sounds like sarcasm.
You didn't hear the story?
Does he drive a bus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. What kind of bus?
Just like your transits, just in their city buses.
Oh, okay.
So,
it could be like a Greyhound bus. It could be like a school bus. I don't know.
I thought you meant the short bus.
Yeah, he's riding this
oddly enough.
Yes.
We had a joke about that a while back, but no, he actually made the mistake of telling me he had his Bluetooth hooked up to the speakers of the bus, listening to my show. So I did the same thing, and he was a little upset because they got about 4 to 6 verses in.
There you go. Yes, you're all. Yes. Everybody can hear us. Everybody sing. What's this song called?
Wheels on the Bus.
Wheels on the
Scott
Bus.
loves it.
Bus. Go for it.
It's his favorite song.
Yeah.
Absolute.
So
favorite
maybe
song.
what they should do, maybe what Scott should do is tell everybody on the bus to open up their phones and come to this live.
There you go. Scott. Look us up, man. What are you doing?
Yeah. There you go. No, but all kidding aside, the Toby, and he goes by Toby. His real name's Jay, but he goes by Toby. But he's a super nice guy, and he's going to be investing a lot of time. There's his staff that his COO and all his staff and all that stuff. They're all going to be jumping on board as well, working with this and getting this Global Ghost Hunt to higher heights. And again, it's going to be one of those things where a lot of people are going to go, really? Wow. So maybe we need to climb on board and be a part of this. So,
I know a few that are.
Yeah.
That will be.
Yeah.
Saying that.
I think with all the changes going into place, it's all good. I think we need to get Victor to go on an investigation with someone. I think that would be a great one.
For the May event, we need to sign Victor. We need to sign up Victor and IG involved.
Get him to do an investigation. That would be cool.
Uh-huh.
And
right
yes,
near Salem.
Yeah.
You and me,
I think
Brian,
that would be. I think we need to make that just a whole night of Victor, of Victor in a haunted location, because that's, and eventually once that person gets some evidence, let's see what happens to Victor right after that, or if something moves, or a stream, or something along that lines.
Well, Brian, we're pretty close to where he's at. We can easily meet in Boston, take him over to Salem. We could have some fun over there.
Yeah. And just to confirm, I heard what you said earlier, Nando. Yes, I am going to be doing an investigation.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was just
as
saying,
well. I'm going to be doing
Sewell's
Bridge, I think. What's that?
I said it'd be good to see you do an investigation and see.
I'm going to do Sewell's Bridge, I think. I talk about Sewell's Bridge a lot, so I might as well do it in the live, right? So
yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm going to go live or video record it. So,
but no, I think with Dom, if we can get Victor to, we can say it, the Dom Vic show goes paranormal, and I just think it would be great to see him, see what his reaction would be doing a ghost investigation, paranormal investigation. I think it'd be great.
Wednesday with Victor on a haunt.
Yeah.
Scott just sent me a picture. That bus looks kind of empty there, brother.
Nando, no ideas, please.
I think it's a good idea. I think people want to see it. Your viewers would want to see it, Vic. We definitely want to see it.
You put it on your page when you're going out for the investigation. People are going to really enjoy you seeing going on an investigation. I'm positive the room will be full of people waiting for you to run out of the building.
And I've got Vic, I have the perfect title for this too. Paranormal Showdown. You got a little MMA in there. There you go. We got it. We got you. Brian and I'll be right there. We got your back. We won't leave you like Nando, ghost bait. We won't do that to you.
I think that's something that could make it work. It'll be good. I think that'd be good to do.
You know what, Victor? Listen to this. Listen to this, okay? I think you'll have a better time doing it than you realize.
Yeah.
And I think once you do it and see what it's really like, it's not that bad. Depending on the location you go to. I would obviously I would never put Victor in a situation where the place is so bloody haunted that he's going to scar him for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? So you go into a location where it's, you're getting some activity, but it's not over the top. And I think if you do it the first time and really see it's not as bad as it looks. Because let's be honest, a lot of times when people edit these videos, they make it look a lot scarier than it really is.
Oh, excuse me.
So I think if you did it once to really see what it's like, and if it's not your cup of tea, then you leave.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a different type of scared, though, brother. Different type of scared.
Yeah. It's not only about the investigations and the history of the location, but you're also with people, you're surrounded with people that you care about, that you're experiencing this with them. And that makes the investigation even better because you're going to have some laughs. You're going to have some good stories to tell, So I don't think there's anything wrong with trying it once. And if it's not your cup of tea, then you don't do it again. Then we don't bother you anymore, Victor. We don't bother you anymore.
No, you know as well as I do that if he didn't like it, let's say we go to Salem, he's like, I don't know, I just don't like it. Well, that's because it's Salem. You have to try Hinsdale House. You that one's good. You'll good start. Or then you go and we'll just start naming off different locations.
Yeah, I want to do the Hinsdale. I want to do the Hinsdale House only because it's a hit and miss. He could go on a night where it's like really, really, really super active. And I don't know. I think I know a lot of people that are scared to do it, but once they try it once, then they go, okay, well, that wasn't that bad. And so
it's really not like what you see on TV or the movies or anything else.
Do you think?
Time it's just. Do you think Go ahead.
No, sorry. Do you think if we just showed up on his doorstep and pressured him to the point he would just have to go?
just take it. I was thinking about this, and yes, I've already had ideas about this. So what I was thinking, we get a hold of IG. That's going to be our in. And we meet up. We say we're going to dinner. And we say, no, we'll drive. We got it. We got you. We'll drive. Yeah. We'll cater to you. As soon as he gets in the car, just go. Lock the doors and go.
That's okay.
It'd be good. It would be good.
Scott, you're not helping. Not helping at all, Scott.
No, in all honesty, I think you guys will. I think you all will agree with this. Half the time, it's basically just sitting in the dark talking to yourself. Is what it basically ends up being. Or
laughing with those people you're with.
Yeah. That's really it.
Child safety locks. Yes, we'll put Victor in the back of the car and make sure he can't open it. Child safety locks will be on.
One step ahead.
Because I don't think he'd be big enough to. I think he's too big to get out of the window.
Window locks. They lock.
There you go.
Won't be able to do that. Yeah. We just go in the middle of the wood and we're going Bigfoot hunting tonight.
Hey, I got the Hinsdale House October 28th. You guys can kidnap him then.
We just say we're borrowing. We're borrowing.
You're doing the Hinsdale House on October 28th?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is that part of Global Ghost Hunt? Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep.
Speaking of locations, well, Jenny, you just kind of started it off. So talk about that. You said you're going to the Hinsdale House. What are you looking forward?
That's one of them. I've got 2 locations we're going to record for on October 14th too.
Oh, what's the other one? If you care to share?
The Fowler Theater and the Old Benton County Jail.
Ooh.
In Fowler, Indiana. It's just a little bit northwest of Lafayette where Purdue is. So yeah, we got the Hinsdale House on the 28th too.
I had to throw that in. Just had to throw that in. You mentioned Purdue.
Well, a lot of people don't know where Fowler's at, and I'm like, a lot of people know where Purdue's at. So, I'm not a Purdue fan.
Which is why we still talk Penn State. Anyway, I just have to throw it in. Sorry, guys. For those of you who don't know college football, American football, Penn State's season starts today. I have not missed a game, whether watching, listening, or being there in over 20 seasons. I haven't missed one. Raymond, I have the ability to block you, so knock that out.
And I like Notre Dame. So.
But it's not Big Ten, so it's all right. Nando, what about you? What's Portal to the Paranormal? What do you and Dan have up your sleeves?
So, well, again, like we did in May, we met up with the patrol, and the plan is to meet with the patrol again, and we're going to be doing a location called the H&M Inn. You know, it's I don't know too much about this location. It's one that Rob come up with, but when you look at it, it's a very dated building. You know, it's a pub now. I believe it's a pub still, but it's a very well-known place to be haunted. But I didn't know about it until, you know, they sort of showed me.
Looks like a great place.
Really?
And the inside looks amazing. You know, and when you research it, like for paranormal investigations, there's so much stuff going on. And I know we can't take every video that we watch to be truthful, but some of the stuff, and even people that own the location have said about how haunted it is. So I'm excited about that. And then
isn't there, sorry, Nando, isn't there a story of, I might be wrong, isn't there a story about a little girl that's there?
Like I said, I don't know too much about this location.
I think there is. I think there is. Yeah. I know there's a child there. I'm not sure if it's a female or a little boy. But either way, that's actually interesting to me, brother, that you don't really know too much about the Ancient Ram Inn, because it's been on TV. It's been on TV. I know Taps went there. I know and went there.
And that's the first thing that popped up when I wrote it in. Infamous for ritual sacrifice and devil worship in this place.
Wait, where is this?
Ancient Ram Inn.
Okay, well, that's what I thought.
If that's the case, maybe I'll retract my last statement and say that I'm not going to go because that's a bit out of my comfort zone. No, I'm joking. But no, it looks like an awesome location. To be quite honest, I don't do a lot of delving into history about location because when you do an investigation, you don't want to be influenced by anything that you've read. You know,
power of suggestion.
You know, power of suggestion. So you want to avoid it. And then hopefully, we do have a location booked for the 28th of October called the Gurkha Museum. This was a museum that housed Gurkhas like the Indian soldiers during World War II. And they've created the museum. They changed it into a museum now where they've got a lot of the original artifacts from World War II. And the layout of the building is just amazing. You know, the stuff that they got in the building, you know, so I think that would be a great one. Because again, this is a location that we sort of stumbled across when we were looking at what we're going to do for the, you know, going into 2024. We went and had a look at it, never knew about it before. And it's just an amazing building, you know, a lot of stuff in the building. And yeah, hopefully that'll be another good investigation.
This property is 900 years old.
The Ancient Ram Inn.
Yeah. And it was, I guess, the original people that owned it were devil worshippers. And there's apparently been a lot of murder there.
Cool. That sounds like a lot of
fun. Yeah.
So I already
wouldn't want to be taking Victor there.
Maybe.
Let's go.
I do know though who's going to be used as bait. I do already know that one. If Rob's involved,
Rob's got this thing that, you know, I think the problem is everyone knows what I'm like. You know, if I see something that I'm not going to do, and then they're going to, we'll see what happens. We'll see. You know, I can see the Shadow podcast disbanding very quickly if he does anything to upset me. Let's just say that. You know, but it looks like a great location. I think it'll be, definitely an awesome one to investigate.
I agree, and honestly, just like with a bunch of others over your way, that's definitely on my list. That's definitely on my bucket list.
Wow,
obviously it's not up on top, but
there's a lot of bad history with this place.
I know.
Okay, let's
apparently, let me say this. It's been around since 1145. This property.
Blimey.
Okay. And apparently when this place was built, it was built by slaves.
There's going to be a lot of pissed off people in that place then if they were slaves, like you know. A lot of
and originally on that property, there was originally on that property, from what I'm seeing here, was a church, St. Mary's Church. That was originally on that property.
Bring a Bible, Nando.
Matt, you coming down?
There's some nice history of this place. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
You think? See, Nando, you think Rob's bad? You think Rob's bad?
No, but that's you know what?
I know. I just got that. Yeah.
But you and I'd be standing next to each other. I'd be
great. I hope everything works out for you guys. I hope everything works out. I hope the Wi-Fi is amazing, or data, or whatever you guys are going to be doing, because this is one to watch with the amount of bad history, and I'm assuming there's probably good history with it too. But
I hope so. I'm only there
it just looks like an awesome place. What a great place to investigate. Unfortunately, Ghost Adventures has been there, which is, an unfortunate thing. But hey, listen, you're going to have a great investigation. If memory serves me correct, GTI was there recently as well.
I think they've done it. Yeah, I think GTI has done it as well.
So,
Nando, I just want to say one thing. If you investigate with me at somewhere like that, what's going to happen is I will be instigating. Yeah. And saying, I don't believe it, get him.
Yeah. That's not cool. But
make Nando a believer.
It'll be a great location to investigate. And, I think what's nice is, more, getting more UK teams to investigate. For example, like you got the Ghoul Gang that have signed up for October, and the location that they're going to. We did it together, Brian, with Lex, and there was some, when Brian come down, I think that was one of the best bit of evidence that we picked up through the mausoleum. I thought, we uncovered a real, like a love story, we were calling it, weren't we? Like the
a love story.
I
love that part. I love that part when Sarah said that. It's like unraveling a love story.
It was a love story.
It was great. No, I'm not making fun of that at all. It was amazing.
And I think to have the mausoleum.
Hi, Sarah. How's it going? How you
doing?
Anyway,
back to what we were saying. Yeah, but I think the mausoleum is not massive, but it's big enough to be able to showcase it, and it's still a beautiful mausoleum. And there was stuff going down when we went, and I just hope it'll be the same on the night for them. It'll be good.
I like what Dan said there.
Yeah, I was just reading that too.
Yeah, that's Dan. Now, if memory serves me correct, does Dan not have a haunted location?
Yep, he has.
Why has Dan not signed up his haunted location with Global Ghost Hunt? We're putting you on the spot, Dan. And there's, you can leave the room now if you want to. We'll find you. We'll find you.
Won't. He won't. He'll sit here and instigate.
What's that?
Dan Cartwright. He has a haunted attraction. He does have a haunted house that he sets up, and but the actual location itself is haunted. It's a legitimately haunted location.
What place is it?
What is it, Dan? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to actually. Let's see here.
And somebody's got to get in touch with Miranda Young too and find out why she hasn't signed up her location either.
I was thinking Dan Allen that owns all the
Warriors
places here in Indiana. Yeah, Randolph County. He owns Randolph County, General Stone Mansion, Hartford City Jail, and Irvin Campbell Speakeasy. He just bought the Jim Jones Church somewhere in a place called Lynn, Indiana. And he owns a place over in Ohio that's not open yet.
Well, here is Dan's. I'm going to showcase it real quick here for you, Dan. Little thing. But yeah, this is his location. And it's in Wisconsin, actually.
All we need is one day Dan, all we need is one day.
Is it a tannery? I can't see it. I'm on my phone.
Oh, let me see if I can find a photo of it. He's got a bunch of photos
asylum,
from the
right?
inside. I don't know if you would classify it as.
Well, he's calling it Warriors Haunted Asylum.
That's what he's calling it, but
okay.
It looks like a home that they turned into something. But no, it actually is haunted.
Looks like it looked like it'd be like a general store or something like that.
Almost, yeah. I'll tell you what, I love that hearse though. I love that hearse.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sitting outside there. Just an old house, dance hall, and bar. Okay. So the asylum part is just part of the name.
Yeah.
But definitely go check that out. He has got a lot of fun pictures from there, and
well, if you can't do it for October, you should do it for next May.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Nothing wrong with putting your location. See, it was a general store way back.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with just putting your location up, and we can get you onto the website as a location once all the locations start going up on the website. So, and then people eventually what's happening with the website is we're going to put all these haunted locations on the website. So if you're looking to join and these locations are aware that people are going to be signing up for the Global Ghost Hunt, you'll click on that. It'll automatically go into the registration saying you want to do this location. And I know, I believe Raymond and everyone is still working on that. So hopefully next year we'll have that all up on the website. So we'll be able to pick your spot on what you want to investigate, just to make it, because I find that one thing that we hear a lot, and I think we can all agree on this, that, I want to join, but I don't know where I want to do my investigation. Well, we're going to take that away. You're not going to be able to use that excuse because we're going to have all the spots on the website that you can choose from, especially if it's in your area.
Absolutely.
So we're eventually going to have that all filled up. So,
which I want to do something a little different. I want to do something a little different than what we've done before in the past. In the past, we've
Matt got an idea.
I did actually. I did. In the past, we've spoken about all the locations, all the teams, and what we are expecting of them, and what we are going to guess is some of the better ones. We did that for the May event, and we got surprised. We got surprised by a lot of teams. Case in point, Abyss Paranormal. Abyss stole the show, in my opinion. They did a fantastic job. So my question to everybody: who's the underdog? Who's your choice? Who is your choice for this event to steal the show? Mm-hmm. This one actually gave me
mine is down to 2.
Okay.
I'm going to say Rootless, and I'm going to say Arizona Pie.
Both very big heavy hitters. I will agree with that one. I agree with that one. Lovely ladies, great attitudes, great teams, great locations, great investigation styles. I will have to agree with that one. That's good.
And Jen? If I were to pick somebody on the admin team,
don't look at me.
Yeah, it's going to be Jen Jacobs.
Me?
Yeah. She's doing 2 or 3 locations. She's going to kill it.
Oh,
she's going to kill it.
I'm doing a city.
I was going to say you, Matt, but I didn't want to give Howard any props.
I was going to say I'm going to be in a city, and I'm doing a city, and I'm going to be with Howard Petrie. So something's going to happen.
Jen is going to be the silent killer for the whole admin team.
Something like that with the Hinsdale house.
I'm just kidding. I think everybody, I don't like that. I don't like that you did this. Because I don't think it's fair. Because
it's really not, but it's still fun.
But once they find a team, and I spoke to him yesterday, I think the Clown Motel is going to be a really good one.
Yep.
I did speak to the guy that's taking care of it. They haven't found a team yet. They are looking. So hopefully if they find a team, I think Cloud Motel is going to be a really good one as well. That's a very famous spot. I'm surprised nobody's taking advantage of that, but
just no Sam and Colby.
Well, I try not to think about them, to be honest. But
I can think of worse people. And Raymond, that's because you don't use flashlights.
Well, he does, but they're green. They're green color. It really doesn't go well in the dark, to be honest. I think you know what? I think Portal's going to do well. I think Rob's going to do well. I think Raymond is catching up slowly. I think he's doing well. He's going to do well. I think everybody's going to have a great time and a great investigation. I hate to put that on this. That's pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
It's just a lot. To me, it's basically friendly competition. We here in the States like to do that stuff. We like.
Of course you do, and you like to sue people if you burn your leg with a coffee too. So
not me. Yeah. I burnt my arm. I burnt my arm the other day, and I haven't sued anybody. So
you guys sue if somebody walks down the street the wrong way, for God's sakes.
No, I just trip them.
Yeah, I saw a video today of and I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It was 3 or 4 women fighting in front of a Johnny on the Spot at a country music concert. I don't know what they're fighting about, but I was going, okay, well, that represents the States right there.
They don't represent me.
Like, what do you guys like? They were actually fighting in the Johnny on the Spot, like inside.
Sounds
like,
accurate.
I might have seen that video.
Lord,
that sounds accurate.
Like I was thinking, okay, can't we all just get along?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice, but
anyhow.
But no, like, I think going back to Matt's question, I think a lot of the team, every team's going to do a great job. You know, I think it's going to all be great. But I'll be honest, I'm quite excited to see Brian do his investigation. Is it also known as the Screaming Tunnel? Is that the same one that you're doing?
No, I'm doing a bridge, and the bridge is incredible. Like the amount of activity I get at this bridge. Pardon me? No, that's another bridge. So I might do both bridges because they're literally 300 yards apart.
Oh, wow.
You know, but the Bailey's Bridge is the one that the girl was kidnapped and killed underneath the bridge on her 15th birthday, and this psycho who was never caught took her blood and wrote "Happy Birthday" on the wall.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So apparently if you go at a certain time at night and you sing "Happy Birthday," you'll hear a stream. So yeah, that's nuts itself. But Sewell's Bridge, I don't know what's going on with this bridge. I still have yet to find anything about this bridge that would somehow relate on why it's full of activity. I have had a medium look at this bridge, look at my videos and stuff like that. And she said there's a portal there, and there's a negative spirit that's holding all the spirits from going through this portal. That's why there's so much activity there. Now, the interesting thing about this, the very first time I was there, and I said this story before, the very first time I was there, my son was touched on the back of the neck.
I remember you said,
and he jumped so high, I thought he was going to come out of his pants. And, you know, but then after, and I felt horrible, you can actually see a tear coming down his eye on how scared he got. And he didn't talk all the way home. And it changed his thinking about the paranormal. And, you know, and I understand why Victor doesn't want to go out when we tell stories like that. So
I was just about to say, if Victor's still watching, you have not sold it to him in any way.
No, we haven't. But you know, it was an interesting experience. But every time my son comes with me, because he has gone back there, he'll hold the K2, and the K2 will light up like a Christmas tree for him. And there's a girl there that likes him. And because he asked a couple of questions, and it was like all kinds of different questions, but I ended up saying, you know what, you're asking these certain questions that's lighting up. Is there a possibility there's a girl here that likes Mason? And the thing lit up. And every time he asked a question about this to this girl, it was like lighting up. Do you like me? Lit up. Do you want to know more about it? It's just like lots of different questions. And when he asked it, lit up. And the great thing is it's out kind of in the middle of nowhere. So there's not like there's any wires setting off the K2 or the phones, because I always make sure that the phones are not close by. I don't believe airplane mode works in my theory.
No, you need that distance. You need to be.
It's even if you had the phone off, it still can transmit some. I've studied a lot about the phone thing, and I've had a lot of arguments with people about this. Because they don't believe what I'm saying when it comes to the phones. Like, even if you have your phone in airplane mode, it's still trying to send signals out to the tower. So your K2 is going to go off. It's not rocket science, but people just say no. Well, look it up. It's true. So, but this bridge is great. I've been there a number of times. I went with somebody else. Her name was Amy. We are going out on different investigations together, and we captured so many EVPs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a picture. I'm going to find it. I'm going to show you a picture of what I captured at the Sewell's Bridge. And it's really, really super, super cool. So you guys continue, and I'll find this picture.
All right. Jen, what about you?
I want to say Katie is not going with us to the Hinsdale house, so we don't have a repeat of the art center. I've already told her she's not allowed to go. I just want to put that out there because I'm like, there's been exorcisms at the Hinsdale house. I told her, I said, you can't go to that one.
I'm surprised Dan allows that.
Oh, this was from the Dandy family when they lived there back in the 70s. They had exorcisms. Yeah. And I mean, the outside is supposed to be active with puckwudgies, UFOs, hopefully dogmen and Bigfoot.
I think Todd was saying about that too. Todd Sylvia. He was saying that they were hearing some things on the outside during some of their investigations over at Hinsdale.
I think I've not been there. Isn't it at the end of a road? Like it's a dead end road.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
And, And I guess I was reading the other day. I was typing up the information about it, and I guess that the tree out front, someone was hung in. I think that's what I read.
Not sure about that.
Yeah, I heard something along that lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jen, who's your to watch team then? Who are you expecting to really have some fun with?
I'll go with Raymond. Somebody's got to give Raymond some love here while he sits in the dark with flashlights.
Raymond gets way too much love.
Well, for me,
he gets way too much love.
For
we
me,
all love Raymond.
We do. Well, actually, what did I say to him the other day? What's up, Pedro? For me, it's someone different. It's someone different. And just like in the last one, I think that the teams that we haven't heard of, they're going to be the ones. Now, granted, all teams are going to do very well. I already know this. We have a hell of a lineup, admin and otherwise. Everyone's going to be great. But I think the one that's going to really surprise people is Paranormal Response. I think
Carl Beckhouse is in a phenomenal place.
I just have that feeling that the Carl Beckhouse and Paranormal Responses are going to be that team, just like how Abyss was. Because, like I said, Abyss.
I agree.
Abyss did great. Abyss did a fantastic job in May. I think Paranormal Responses are going to be that team.
I think Goose Flats has got a good possibility as well with being at the Silver Spur Homestead. That is
I
going
do
to be a
too.
good place. I shared that picture, by the way. It should be.
Yep.
This is at
right here.
Sewell's Bridge. This is where I'm going to be investigating. You can
So I'm
see
gonna-
that circle in the middle of the circle. That's actually captured a spirit laying on the rocks.
Oh wow.
Now, if you take a look over to the right, which right here, there's another one right here.
Yeah.
And then right over here, there's one behind the tree. So in total,
something.
and then you look up here, and there's two standing right here.
No kidding.
And that is the road right there. So you can see one here and one right there.
Yeah.
It's actually a really now. I cut this picture off because this was the main one I wanted to show right here, but there's more over here. In fact, the whole picture, it has been cropped. There's a total of around 12 spirits in the picture.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be
But this
fun.
one is this right here is really super cool. Just looks like it's laying on the rocks.
Yeah.
Is this the you did an episode of this one for Paraflix, didn't you?
Yes.
I think I remember watching it because this is on the other side of a river or a water, isn't it?
Yeah. And
not too far
away. Not too far away is the probably about 1.5 kilometers to 2. The Toronto Zoo is there, and but in all honesty, there's absolutely nothing around. It's probably about a 5-minute drive till the suburbs. So if you were to walk that, you're looking at probably about 20 or 30 minutes. So, but this place is crazy haunted. Now, in this area right here, we were on the other side because it's weird. I'm just going to take this picture down. What's weird is when you go to the other side of the bridge to see what you can capture over there, you start hearing noises on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So you switch, you're going back and forth and it changes. But no, and on this side, not the side with the apparition there. On this side, right by the water, is where my son got touched. And this place is crazy. But what I really like, you know what? I should have circled the top too, because those two spirits on the top of the road there, it's pretty cool too. Cool. It looks like they're just standing there watching. And but the one laying on the rocks is really super cool.
That is awesome.
So that's where I'm thinking about going. So
I don't know if it's just me. I'm sure others probably think of this as well, but that also looks like a really good fishing spot too. Like a lot of good water.
Yeah, and sometimes with the water being a little bit deeper, the fish are migrating. And so you got to be careful when you hear noises as well in the water, because it could be the fish jumping. But it's only probably about this deep.
So
it's not very deep at all.
If I ever go up there, fishing stuff, paranormal stuff, got it.
There you go. Fishing and paranormal at the same time.
Paranormal fishing. There we
go. Paranormal fishing, yes.
See what we catch. I
like that.
That was captured 3 years ago. Just realized. Wow.
So how often does your son go with you?
I'm just going to show this picture as well. Not too often. Not as much, because he's really busy. At the beginning, he was going out a lot. I'm going to show this picture too. Because I'm going to there is a video that I want to that I will find, and I'll send it to you guys. So this is the actual top of the bridge. Okay. So I was with this girl named Amy, and we're doing an investigation right here. Can you see my cursor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We got it.
Right here, probably about 4 feet from there, she had her camera sitting on the ground. Okay. Because she was doing some final shots of her crossing the bridge and stuff like that. But right here, she actually captured an apparition of a head going by.
No,
Just
kidding.
a head.
Just the head, and it was coming. It was like it was coming up and then came down. I will find that and I'll send it to you guys. But it was like you see the head going like this, and then it goes down like this, like it was just walking, and it was going down the hill. But yeah, the Sewell's Bridge is. Sewell's Bridge, once you get there, when you first get there, the overwhelming feeling of you're being watched is very, very strong. Very, very strong. So, and it's funny because we just found this bridge. We just stumbled upon it, and because we were actually looking for Bailey's, and then realizing Bailey's is right around the corner.
See, that's just it, folks. Just snoop around your area. You don't need to go to like these big name locations. Just go somewhere.
Yeah,
you never know. But all right, guys. So sadly, we have to cut the show. I wouldn't say short because we've been on for an hour. But I actually have another show here in about 20 minutes. So
can we? Can you talk about that post that I made last night before we go?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna leave with that. That's how we were gonna end. If you want to go ahead and. First,
well, you said you were going to read it.
Oh, you're here. I didn't know you were going to show up. So.
You can read it. Nando, did you see the email that I sent you?
Find it.
No, I've been out all day. I literally, if you ask me, I literally come on at the last minute, like literally last minute as I got in. I saw Matt's message, and I've had like.
Yeah, I sent you an email last night of the. It's just on the global Facebook page. Matt?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it because we've been posting a lot to it.
Yeah, so I wrote something up last night. I can find it. I wrote something up last night for teams and the reasons why you should be joining the Global Ghost Hunt. And here it is. Here, I got it. Let me share. Yeah, I got it. Let me share. So I put this together last night. So to understand the reasons why it's important to be part of this event, and this will be sent out to teams. Let me get to it here. Let me bring it over here to the second screen. Here we go. Yep, there it is. So I wrote this up last night. I sent this to you, Nando. So the importance of this event and why you should be a part of it. Do you want me to read it, or people can go over the Global Ghost Hunt Facebook page? Okay, well, joining the Global Ghost Hunt event holds an immense significance for teams seeking to investigate haunted locations. So it's basically just letting you know what the reasons are and the reasons why you should be joining the Global Ghost Hunt. If we can get everybody that's at least in this live sharing this out and getting this everywhere, it really gives you the reasons why I started this Global Ghost Hunt. This explains everything. The recognition for your team. The neglect and the changing times of the locations and why these locations are disappearing. So this really, really, really tells the story of why the Global Ghost Hunt was started. And I just think, what's that? Okay. That's funny what Dan said.
Dan's, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so basically it gives you the reasons why I started the Global Ghost Hunt. And and I think the key words in here is passion with purpose. Was really, really important to me. Because it's showing your passion of the industry, but it's also showing the purpose on why you're doing it, and that is because of the haunted locations disappearing every year. And so if people can go over and share that out to as many pages as possible without getting spammed, that would be appreciated. But Yeah, I sent this to you last night, Nando, and hopefully we'll send this to a bunch of different teams. I posted this on LinkedIn today, and I got a response saying, where do I go? What do I do? So hopefully, and that's the team from Vegas, and they say, and they're from what I understand, they're a bunch of girls. It's a team of girls. So we need more of that. We need more girls.
Hello.
Well, yes, in Arizona Pie and Rootless, I guess. Yeah, I get all that, but
I'll let you dig that hole. But
well, no, it's not a hole. But no, it's just important.
I'm just messing. But yeah,
I think if we have more girl teams, that it shows the importance how important girls are with this industry, with this field.
And they need to come to the women's retreat too.
Yeah. So yeah, so if you can go over and read that and give it a like, give it a share, that would be appreciated. And so we're able to get more teams on for October and definitely next May, because next May is when you're going to want to be a part of this, especially with what's going on with Paracon, with GTI, with the other things that's going on. And yeah, it's good, and it's hard to believe there's only been one event and we've come this far. So yeah, and we've all worked hard.
So anyway, guys, but if you're interested, again, all you have to do is go to globalghosthunt.com, sign up your team, your location. It's very easy to do. And if you have any issues with it, anybody up here in all of the admin staff are more than happy to help you out. Just let us know. We'd be more than happy to help you in any way we can. And if you're interested in getting Global Ghost Hunt merch, all you got to do is go to globalghosthuntmerch.com. Link is in the description. Go check that out. Pick it up. It's that easy. And it really is real simple.
Thanks, Vicky. Now, just remember when you are sharing, I don't know what's going on with Facebook today, because normally when you share, everything goes. But for some reason, we were just sharing this, and it was the Global Ghost Hunt website was the only thing it was going. So you got to make sure that you copy and paste it and then share it. So put it in the notes. If it's not, the whole thing is not going. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So
all right,
what do you
guys.
think, Dan? You like it? Did you read it? You read it?
Read what? The email?
Yeah. No. Did you read what I put up on the site?
Oh, I was listening to. I haven't read it yet. Like I said, I've been out most of the day, so.
Oh, I thought you were reading it now. It looked like you were reading something, so I thought you were reading it now.
No, I was listening to what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
Deep in thought.
Yep.
Deep in thought, listening to you.
Well, deep in thought kind of looks scary on Nando.
Anyway, I think we're at the end of the show now. So goodbye.
Well, there is some bittersweet news, guys. I believe unless Nando, you or I get an idea, or something happens, we only have one more GGH Live before opening ceremonies.
Okay. Yeah.
So already. Guys, if you haven't already, follow, subscribe, look for Global Ghost Hunt literally everywhere. Check us out, follow along, turn the notifications on, because you do not want to miss a moment of what's about to happen. So, guys, before we go, do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, my post today. My post. The one that I put Maximus as the picture.
Oh, yes.
What is going on? Tell me. Please explain to me what's going on. How is that even possible that happened? Does anybody know? I'm assuming you all saw my post today.
I saw Max and I was like, oh, Max.
So
I had something weird like that happen the other day to me too.
Yeah. So long story short, I met this couple while I was walking Maximus. We were talking about our dogs and his dog or their dog and my dog. And then we got on to pet insurance. I talked about Trupanion. They talked about Fetch. I came home, opened my Facebook up, went down my timeline, and there was a Fetch insurance ad that I'd never, ever seen on my timeline before. So is Facebook listening?
Yes.
That was my question.
The phone's listening.
It happens.
How is that even possible? Now, what I will say is if you go on a website on your phone and then go to your Facebook and see that website in your timeline, that's because of the cache. That has nothing to do with Facebook paying attention to what you're doing. That has everything to do with the cache. But this Come on.
But you know, it's funny you say that, because last night, different situation. I was watching Rocky, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Right. I was watching Rocky #2. Right. And then today I went on TikTok, and then suddenly there's clips of Rocky Balboa, the last one, and I'm, you know, and I'm going through my TikTok, and there's different scenes of the Rocky films, and but I haven't put anything in my phone, but I was watching it on the TV last night.
It's just, how is it possible? Now Tanner, who we haven't seen in ages.
Yep.
Tanner Rutledge. I wish he'd bring his friggin' show back.
Same.
Because I loved his show. It's in the user interface with the Purdy access keywords, pick up on conversations. So he was saying it's in the user agreement, Facebook, Google, Apple, third-party purchase access to keywords. It picks up on in conversations. I used it to target my display ads and social campaigns. But yeah, but I was talking to somebody talk about Fetch Insurance, and because they went to it, and then I see it in my timeline. Like, what the hell? Like, I was never a believer in that crap, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, what's going on here? Because I was talking to somebody about Fetch. Like, do I have to like get rid of my phone completely? Like, like, and go back to the flip phone where there's no apps or anything like that on it? Like, it's crazy. I at least Parapost is not like that and will never be like that. So yeah.
Well, I sit at work and I answer. I'm not going to say where I work, but thank you for calling blank parts. It's an RV company, and I have all these RV ads pop up.
So
they're
always listening.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
It sounds like a bit. Is it a bit like have you ever seen the film The Truman Show with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Where he's living the life, but in the background there's loads of people just watching his life pan out, and you know, it's a bit like that. We're being watched and listened to.
One more thing I'd like to say before you go, Matt. One more thing.
Okay.
So I have a new show coming out. A new vodcast, and I have found my co-host for my new podcast. So we will be doing a soft launch probably this week, and so watch out for that. I don't know. Should I say the name of the show? I don't know.
Are you certain on the name now? Then
I am certain on the name, and
share it out. I think you should. You know what it's called. You might as well just tell people so they know.
Yeah, the show is called. I won't get into what the show's about because we'll talk about that when we come up this week. My new co-host is her name is Jess, and she's really, really thrilled to be doing this, and really because she's always wanted to do a vodcast. And I will let people know she does sell crystals as well, and so we'll probably talk about that on some shows. But the new show is called Beyond the Hauntings.
Ooh, I like it.
So we will be doing a soft launch. We're working on the thumbnail banner kind of type of thing. I've come up with something that's pretty cool looking. She's working on something, so we'll decide where we're gonna go. But yeah, it's called Beyond the Hauntings, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be something different that people haven't seen before, nice. And we're really excited. I have yet to see a vodcast to do this. I'm sure after we do this, you're going to see probably more pop up pretty quickly.
More than likely.
Yeah. So it's different, and I thought about doing this for a while. So as you guys know, so I was trying to find a host, and I finally found a host. So she's excited. So you guys will get to meet her as well.
Can't wait. Good. I really can't wait. So, all right, guys. So that's going to do it for tonight. Like I said, we should only have, unless we get an idea or something, one more show.
Something big. If something big happens, an idea. If something big happens behind the scenes, then we'll come up.
Absolutely, but otherwise, it's getting close. Getting close, and deadline is approaching very quickly. So if you haven't already, go to globalghosthunt.com, sign up today. You do not want to wait. There's no time to wait. So,
people are watching. People are watching because they're starting to share and like that post. People are watching. Cool. Thanks,
all right, guys.
Thank you.
Everybody, you have a great rest of your night. And as always, happy hauntings.
See you.